there.
And Peggy, it's those types of incidents that only add to the worry surrounding the refugee crisis in Syria. Now, here in Pittsburgh, Mayor Bill Peduto was criticized, even threatened, after he said Pittsburgh would welcome Syrian refugees. Target 11's Rick Earle dug into both sides of this heated debate. Rick?
Yeah, David, this is a very divisive issue. We talked to a local congressman this afternoon who says that this is a very real threat. We also spoke with a woman who works with refugees right here in Pittsburgh, and she says now is not the time for the U.S. to turn its back.
We are the ones who preach to the rest of the world that we need to be democratic and free. And that is all that all those refugees who come into this country are truly seeking for.
Yinka Williams is the executive director of a nonprofit in the Hill District that helps refugees settle in Pittsburgh. Williams, who immigrated from Nigeria and is now a U.S. citizen, says the Syrian refugees desperately need help.
And we shouldn't approach this out of fear. We have to approach it out of who we are. And who we are is that we're a welcoming people.
Target 11 has learned that 24,422 refugees have been relocated to Pennsylvania during the last decade, nearly 4,000 of them to Pittsburgh, the most 2,000 from the Asian country of Bhutan, but also 400 from Iraq, 3 from Afghanistan, and 10 this year alone from Syria.
We're a welcoming country. We have refugees since the beginning of time here, but that's not the issue. The issue is the safety and security of America.
Congressman Tim Murphy voted last week to temporarily block Syrian refugees from entering the U.S. The measure overwhelmingly passed the House. While the State Department says refugees are screened by the FBI, Homeland Security, and the National Counterterrorism Center using iris scans, fingerprints, and medical exams, Murphy, who recently met with those departments, says they left a lot of unanswered questions.
Said, can you tell us specifically what things you can use to vet these people coming over to make sure that they're not terrorists? And they said, we've got nothing.
And Murphy doesn't take any comfort in a recent study that found of the 700,000 refugees allowed into the U.S. since 9/11, only 3 have been arrested for planning terrorism.
1 is too many. But right now, the FBI is following nearly 1,000 people in this country with known suspicions of terror ties. And the issue is there's a lot of unknowns.
And while there are no security guarantees, Yinka Williams says for most refugees, it's all about 3 simple things.
It's about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for them.
And Congressman Murphy tells me tonight that he hopes the Senate will now take action to ban those Syrian refugees until more safeguards are put in place. Reporting live in Fineview tonight, Rick Earle, Channel 11 News.